Telling citizens that someone took their job or that our country is falling apart are powerful narratives that tap into our fears. But that is the power of misinformation and disinformation, or what is commonly referred to as fake news, a phenomenon that has taken hold in this age of communication, spreading conspiracy theories, sowing discord, and threatening democratic institutions. But that is precisely why we need a Ministry of Communications. During this COVID-19 pandemic, we saw several attempts to deliberately create and/or share false information about the virus in Trinidad and Tobago, which led to unnecessary panic and fear among our population. As the leader in credible government and public information, it is our job to ensure you have all the facts. It is our job to provide you with accurate, timely, and relevant information on government programs, policies, and initiatives. It is our job to empower and engage citizens through the delivery of information. It is also our job to ensure that citizens and the media distinguish between fake news and accurate information. That is the Ministry of Communications. We provide support to the government and deliver world-class public service communication to build Trinidad and Tobago. I am Senator Donna Cox, and I am pleased to share some of our major achievements with you. The Ministry has successfully amplified, repackaged, and coordinated government's messages to reach a more diverse audience. Dialogue with Donna highlights and explains new government policy and programs. One Voice, One Message is a weekly newsletter published online and inserted into the daily newspapers. We have introduced a weekly advertorial, a spotlight of good news of the government in all 3 daily newspapers. We've organized and hosted media conferences for other ministries, created television and radio programs to increase the reach of government, conceptualized and produced videos and advertisements for ministries and state agencies which were used on multiple platforms. Created and established a COVID-19 specific website, which included Spanish translations using volunteers. Established the Ministries of Health and Communications as the only credible sources of government information on COVID-19. Provided sign language facilities for all government media conferences and produced fact sheets, frequently asked questions, and synopsis of conferences. The stay-at-home video series and a number of videos, infographics, and general information were created to increase awareness about government's efforts to provide relief to affected citizens in need of grants and other social support measures. The Ministry of Communications was pivotal in moving the Ministry of Health's media conferences to the virtual space without compromising the production of the event. Logistical and technical support was provided to the Ministry of Health, while Ministry of Communications line agency, TTT, provided production facilities. The television unit produced an average of 20 video features per month, providing information on the government's programs and projects through the production of print, video, and audio material. This includes information on various grants and how to access them, distribution of houses and land, building of community centers, hospitals, and other major infrastructural projects, and the roadmap to recovery post-COVID. We also produce videos highlighting various ministries' achievements over the past 5 years. We understand that if these projects exist without your knowledge, this means little, but they are meant to change lives. Knowledge is power, and this knowledge provides you with the opportunity to make an informed decision that can alter the course of your life. Photographic coverage of an average of 40 government events are now being handled per month, an increase of 10% since 2010. Production of an average of 25 radio features per week, provision of public address, audio recordings, and conferencing services to other ministries and state agencies for media conferences and other events. In just over 6 months, the ministry's social media reach has grown leaps and bounds. For example, Facebook followers went from 1,120 to 33,541. Persons reach were 51,000 and has now climbed to almost 4 million. Similar strides were made on Instagram and Twitter. From 72 Instagram followers, we saw an increase in interaction and activity to 12,000 and 39%. That's 6,626 followers. Twitter jumped from 7 to 2,000 followers. There was no LinkedIn account, and now we have 600 followers. An ongoing issue for citizens was solved by the ministry with the development and introduction of the TTONELINK mobile app. Instead of calling around and visiting various websites, the TTONELINK is a hub for finding information on government services. Currently available on the Google Play Store and soon on Apple, TTONELINK is a one-stop shop which helps you search for information in areas of housing, jobs, e-tax, grants, vital certificates, frequently asked questions, and even the weather. It is highly interactive, and if you can't get an answer or need an urgent response, TTONELINK features a chatbot. This allows you to experience fast, effective communication. So now it's quick and easy to find information about government services using TTONELINK. We also partnered with iGovTT to sync all government services to its ICT solutions. The Tobago Archives, which was destroyed by an earthquake, was reopened after 22 years. 60% of the records have been restored by the National Archives and returned to Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago Television Limited, relaunched in August 2018, continues to deliver on its mandate of providing critical public information and local content programming. In a period fraught with fake news, TTT Limited's public service mission remains as important today as it has been since its inception. Throughout the novel coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic, the nation tuned into TTT as its main source of reliable government information to receive timely and accurate updates and guidelines. Library services are now available at the Women's Prison, the Maximum Security Prison, the Youth Training Center, and the Port of Spain Prison at Remand Yard at Golden Grove, the Eastern Correctional and Rehabilitation Center at Santa Rosa, and the Tobago Prison. NALIS partnered with the Ministry of Community Development, Culture and the Arts for co-location of libraries in the newly built community centers. Libraries using this model include Mount Hope Mount Lambert, Barataria, and Beetham Gardens community centers. We also partnered with iGovTT to sync all government services to its ICT solution. And that is what we do at the Ministry of Communications. We are the government's central communication system, working across 22 ministries and all state agencies to bridge gaps, explain policies, share ideas, and change lives. Our promise to you is to cut through the noise and deliver products and services that work for you. I am proud that with God's help, the Ministry of Communications has been able to bring value to the people of Trinidad and Tobago and look forward to continued service with excellence.
This was a production of the Ministry of Communications.